Welcome to this week's edition of Ask WWN. This is episode number 20 in our podcast series. Remember to shoot your questions over at W Wrestling News on Twitter using our official hashtag AskWWN. Also, AskWWN at WorldWrestlingNews.com is the official email address to send your questions. Well, once again, welcome to this edition of Ask WWN. I am your host, Michael Burgess. I am also the owner and editor of WorldWrestlingNews.com. Go there for all of your pro wrestling needs. Let's kick off with some questions. Well, our first question is, I have enjoyed CM Punk's feud with Paul Heyman. It's almost like a modern-day Steve Austin / McMahon feud with many of the same elements of realism. What are your thoughts? Well, the mic work and drama surrounding CM Punk versus Paul Heyman has been top-notch. The program has been compelling with intricate twists that have clearly had influence from Punk and Heyman themselves. My problem with it, however, is Punk hasn't had a believable in-ring opposition aside from Brock Lesnar. Curtis Axel was such a big step down. WWE tried to downplay him, and we all know that we are getting out of Ryback. We all know that. We all know what we're getting out of him. The storyline itself has been great, but it hasn't produced the high tire matches to go with it, and that's disappointing. Our next question. Why would WWE bring back John Cena so early, especially to wrestle for the World Heavyweight Championship? Well, John Cena claims he's good to go and will be 100% healthy for his match against Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell on October 27, 2013. As we reported on WorldWrestlingNews.com, that Cena says he has received 3 levels of medical clearance and it just isn't him wanting to come back. It's clearly safe to assume that his injury wasn't as serious as first thought, and his premature return is welcomed with open arms by WWE. Not only is the roster ravaged by injury, but it's ultra thin at the top, with Rob Van Dam going on hiatus. As for Cena working Del Rio for the world title, Del Rio needed an opponent, and Cena needed a main event level program. Del Rio is already a heel, so it was very easy to insert Cena right back into the mix. Our next question. What's your opinion on the Big Show and Kane? I think it's amazing that they have been able to stay in shape and relevant since the late 90s. Go ahead and add Mark Henry to this list. You have 3 guys that have been great, reliable big men that can get over. All 3 have gotten over multiple gimmicks and proved that they are rare talents and will be missed when they are gone. The fact of the matter is that they've been able to remain relevant and prove their worth. Highlights their God-given talent for this business. Our next question. What do you know about AJ Lee? Well, I'm assuming you're meaning, what's the medical word on her? She had a concussion. Well, AJ Lee was in rough shape backstage at WWE Raw on Monday. WWE's medical staff checked her out and discovered that she had some troubling remembering stuff, and she was subsequently diagnosed with a concussion. Impact test time! Given WWE's tough stance on concussions, they immediately took her out of plans for Monday's show and ordered that she go, and get some rest. She'll go home and get some rest. She'll probably be re-evaluated over the course of the next several days, and that will determine, really, how much time she'll miss. In order to receive medical clearance, AJ will be required to pass that impact test. Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Ask WWN. This was episode number 20. Remember, you can re-listen to this and download it for free at WorldWrestlingNews.com. Until next time, goodbye.